Hello everyone and welcome to the DPB podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Mondes. This is episode number 284 for May 16th, 2023.
Welcome to the Disney Pins blog podcast, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. It was a pretty big week for pin releases at Disney parks. Other places were a little light this week. I don't have anything for housekeeping, so we'll get right into the pin news. First, I want to start off with Pink a la Mode. They had a big pin release last week featuring Disney 100 Years of Wonder. Two separate mystery pin sets featuring various characters with the 100 logo in the background. They are limited edition of 500 with a retail price of $24 per box of 2 pins. I believe those are still available. Next up is AMC Theaters. They actually had a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Fig Pin box set that released. It features 6 different character pins, limited edition of 1,000. Retail price is $125. Next up is our sales at DPB store. In case you guys missed it, the Monsters Inc. Scare Floor Door pin released last week. Originally it was available at Disneyana, and now it's available for everyone at dpbstore.com. Limited edition of just 300. And next we had some new Loungefly pin releases. First is the Snow White lenticular pin. This is a 3-incher in the collectible box. Limited edition of 1,400, retail price $20. Then there was a gorgeous Cinderella Happily Ever After limited edition pin. Also in a collectible box. This has a sliding element. Features the carriage, and then on the inside you see Cinderella and Prince Charming. That's limited edition of 2,000, retail price $20. And then we had a new mystery pin set featuring Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3 backpacks. Put this blog post up last night, and the pins in the store, and they're already sold out. That was a popular one. Thank you guys for supporting that release. 6 different pins there. All have a retail price around $10 each, and the Chaser pin features Jar Jar Binks. Then we had a new Star Wars Return of the Jedi World Premiere ticket lanyard. This is one of the card holder lanyards. Retail price is $12. And that is still available at DPB store. And then finally we have a sneak peek for this Thursday's pin release. It's a continuation of the Olaf Presents pin series. We released the Rapunzel and Ariel pins in the series. We had a lot of requests to do the other characters from Olaf Presents. So this Thursday we will have the Moana, Ursula, and Simba pins that release in this series. They are limited edition of 500. So be sure to check dpbstore.com this Thursday. Alright, next up we'll head over to Mickey's of Glendale. Last week they had the Muppets Mayhem WDI pin release. This was exclusive for D23 Gold members. And then it opened up also to general D23 members. There were a few character pins and then the Adorbs mystery pin set. They're all limited edition, but they didn't state the edition size on the website, so I guess we'll see whenever they arrive. Next up is Hot Topic. They had a new blind box pin set featuring Disney Princess milkshakes. 6 different pins here. The assortment includes Jasmine, Ariel, Snow White, Cinderella, Mulan, and Tiana. Retail price is $9.90 per box of 1 pin. Next we'll head over to Shop Disney. Last week they had the Marvel Villains limited release pins available. And now today they also released in the parks, Disneyland and Walt Disney World. But yeah, you could have bought these last week at Shop Disney. I saw them today in person, and they are quite large. They're nice looking pins if you're into the Marvel Villains. They are limited release, retail price $19.99 each, just because they are a little bit bigger. And then there were 2 jumbo pins, one featuring the Infinity Gauntlet, that one's $34.99, and then the second one features Kang the Conqueror, also $34.99. Both of those are limited release. And then finally, there was a new mystery pin set with all the Marvel villains. That's limited release, retail price $24.99 per box of 2 pins. Again, all those are also available starting today in the parks. Next at Shop Disney was the 4th release in the Disney 100 Decades Collection. This is also available in the parks. It released on Monday, May 15th, features Goofy and Humphrey Bear. Goofy's taking Humphrey Bear's picture, and this one has a pretty cool sliding element on the back of the pin. It's one of those reversible sliding elements where the piece of metal has a picture on each side, kind of like the Awkward Moments collection that recently released. This pin is limited release and has a retail price of $34.99. Then finally we have Disney Parks. First we'll start off with the Disney Pride collection for 2023. This released on Monday, May 15th at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. I spotted these pins at the World of Disney store and Disney's Pin Traders down at Disney Springs. There are a lot this year. I think this is the biggest collection of Pride pins to date. They feature Mickey Mouse, the Castle, Millennium Falcon, Miss Piggy from the Muppets. There's a 2-pin set. There's a Marvel 3-pin set, and then 4 pins that read Proud. All of the retail prices and a closer look is up on the blog post. And then lastly, we have the limited edition pin releases this week at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. First, we'll start off with Walt Disney World. Florida caught up with California this week on 2 releases, the Celebrate Laughter 2023 pin, and then the Disney Daring Dragons mystery pin set, the very popular mystery pin set. So both of those are now available on the East Coast. Next at Disney World was the 5th release in the Disney Darlings collection. This features Mulan, limited edition 2,500, retail price $19.99. Also at Disney World was the 2nd Disney Afternoon pin release. Last week, California received theirs, and now this week we got ours in Florida. Limited edition of 1,500, retail price $29.99. And then the last exclusive for Disney World is the 2nd pin in the Figment Artist Series collection. Very unique design with purple glitter embellishments. Limited edition of 2,500, retail price is $44.99. Alright, then next we have Disneyland. They caught up with Walt Disney World on 1 release. It's the Dumbo Disney Arcade pin. This is one of the rare instances where Florida received the pin first before California. But yeah, now you can get the Disney Arcade pin at Disneyland. And then the 2nd exclusive at Disneyland is the 5th release in the Metal Magic collection. This one features Cinderella and Prince Charming. Limited edition 2,500, retail price $19.99. And all these that I'm mentioning released on Tuesday, May 16th. Then we have the shared pin releases on both coasts. First up is the Graduation 2023 pin. This previously released on April 4th online at Shop Disney. Now it's available on both coasts. Next was the Finding Nemo 20th Anniversary pin, which I believe only Walt Disney World received this one, but I'm assuming it's coming to California because it has an edition size of 3,000. California received a different Finding Nemo pin. So I'm not sure on this one if the coasts are getting different releases or not, but yeah, it's $19.99. Then next were the Marvel First Appearance pins. You have the Heroes, which features Hulk, and then the Villains, which also features Hulk. Those are limited edition of 2,000, retail price $19.99 each. Then there are 2 pins for Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. One features Groot and Rocket, and it reads, "It's good to have friends." And the second one has a little swivel element on it, with the logo on the front in sculpted metal, and then the characters on the inside. Both of those are limited release with a retail price of $17.99. Alright, so that's going to do it for your May 2023 Week 3 Disney Pin News. Thank you guys very much for listening and watching. Hope you have a great rest of your week. See ya.